Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Gamers Episode 5. So, last episode was pretty much all about Karen Tendo. It started off showing how her life was before she met Kaita. I think that's how you say his name. It was pretty much perfect, at least for her. She'd get up early, do her homework, eat breakfast, go on a jog. She basically did everything that I don't know how to put it. I think it was get up, jog, shower, homework, breakfast, then go to school. Then she would go to the club. Then she'd go home, play some games, and then go to bed early. So she could do it all over again. Pretty sure I'm missing something. But that's how I remember it. Then they showed her life after meeting him. And it was basically the same schedule, only she would end up skipping a lot of it. She would wake up early, go back to sleep, get up late, not late to school, but later than she would normally get up, rush to do her homework, so she wouldn't do her jog. She'd be rushing out the door to get to school on time. Oh, I remember what I was skipping. The rejections. Basically, she gets a lot of confessions at school, so she rejects everybody. But anyway, it just, her life after that just kind of started, not downhill, but not the way it should have been going, like it was before. It was a lot more hectic. She would still do the club, but she was not focusing as much as she used to. So her skill at the games was going down. She would still do her rejections, but if they brought up if she had somebody she liked already, she'd start getting all fidgety and nervous and thinking about Amano. I'm going to call him by his last name. Then she would go home, play some games, if she had time, and try to sleep. That was the first half of the episode. Second half was basically a date between her and Amano. I call it a date, but it was more... Well, he didn't see it as a date, basically. They were just hanging out to him. She, I'm assuming, was taking it as a date. She basically wanted to get to know him a little better. And they basically just went to the arcade, had some fun playing the coin games, which I suck at. I've played a few of those, and I have no idea exactly what you're supposed to do. I just kind of put a token in there, and I don't know. Anyway, she ended up winning, and she was a little confused because she thought he was contradicting himself based on what he told her his reasoning was for not joining the club. um, about how basically he was really, really trying to win their little competition of getting the most coins from these games. I don't think he got any. And she filled up her cup. And he wasn't like mad that he didn't win, but he was a little, like, oh man, oh well, next time. But yeah, she was a little confused, seeing as how she thought he was not interested in winning at all and just having fun. Why was he trying so hard to beat her at getting the most coins? And he said something along the lines of, well, of course I want to win. I mean, why else would you play a game? If you didn't want to win, there's really no point. It's just that he doesn't try to become the best at anything. He wants to win, but he just wants to have fun doing it. Instead of, I'm going to focus on this one game and try to become the best that I can, and then nobody could beat me. There's a lot of players like that. I'm not one of them. But he's not like that. He just wants to have fun, play the games. He wants to win, but if he doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. He's just having fun playing video games. But again, yeah, you want to win. Like if you're playing a fighting game, you want to win. If you're playing a first-person shooter against other players online, then you want to win. It's just some people have a little easier time when they don't focus completely on winning. Like they want to win, so they're doing their best, but they're not going to kill themselves if they don't win. It's just for fun. So yeah, she got a little better idea of how he is. And then I think she just left. She wanted to go home and play some games. So she ended it there. Said her goodbyes and then went home to go play some video games. I have no idea what to expect in this episode, but I am looking forward to watching it. I am enjoying this series, actually. It's a lot different than I expected. Not that it's any different from any other kind of, I guess you could say, romance comedy. But I didn't, and I expected it to be a romance comedy, but I didn't expect it to hardly focus on the club. Since they introduced the club in the first episode, I thought that we were going to be focusing on the club, and then they would get to know each other, and then they'd, get feelings and all that, but it's not how it turned out. So I've been enjoying the little surprises on how things have been turning out in this series. But anyway, the video is going to be located over here. Gotta use the right hand. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. Excuse me. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.